just could be. I'm on a master quest. I want the whole world to see. I'm gonna be the very best. 'Cause all I've got to do is believe in me. Time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I choose. Me and my friends are gonna do it right. You'll never see us run away from a fight. I believe I've got a chance to win. I'm on my way to victory. I can be a champion if I just believe. I'm on a master quest. I want the whole world to see. I'm gonna be the very best. 'Cause all I've got to do is believe in me. No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I choose. Me and my friends are gonna do it right. You'll never see us run away from a fight. To be a master is my dream. All I've got to do is believe. I believe I've got a chance to win. I'm on my way to victory. I can be a champion if I just believe. I'm on a master quest. I want the whole world to see. I'm gonna be the very best. 'Cause all I've got to do is believe in me. Time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I choose. Me and my friends are gonna do it right. You'll never see us run away from a fight. I believe I've got a chance to win. I'm on my way to victory. I can be a champion if I just believe. I'm on a master quest. I want the whole world to see. I'm gonna be the very best. 'Cause all I've got to do is believe in me. No time to question my victory. I can be a champion if I just
So we should make it. Cool. Why am I never on my world? No, seriously. Why am I never? Arsenal may be the champions of England right now, but I still feel alone and a bitch before they won it. I mean, the Crystal Palace win just solidified it. I mean, so that we did not get out from a loss, but I'm still alone. And the more I say it makes it sound more and more depressing, even though I'm not having one of my depression episodes. I'm just complaining that it's fucking off. It's only gonna get harder as well, which is the worst part of the thing. And I may have a fan right next to me that I don't know if the mic is picking up in any way to try and calm myself down. But at the same time, the fact that I need that in May, yes, you can have it be a bit hot, but not reaching the fucking summer hot when I know it's going to be June really soon. But trust me, if you have not felt British heat, then politely shut the fuck up. Because, oh, how can you be complaining if it's only 26 degrees when that's only like 70 or 80 something? And in Fahrenheit, 1, stop using Fahrenheit. 2, use Celsius. 3, I don't know, because I can go to a hot country like Spain and be fine. And then come back here, it's bloody awful. I mean, one indication would normally be, you know, houses being made contain heat rather than expel it. I know we don't just have boxes of AC everywhere. I don't have just a literal box. It's a tower one. And that's just what it is in an apartment like this. Especially when my room happens to be in the same room where the sun comes up. Just comes straight through the window there, it's literally right there. I'm not opening that window because I'm not doxing myself. And it could not even be a window, it could just be a fake. But you'll never know. He said, we're just gonna play Pokemon. And last time, we got the card key in Silph, meaning we can pretty much go anywhere the fuck we want. How else I got poisoned last episode? That sucks. So yeah, we still had the same team composition as last time. Well, I mean, on the episode before. Before. Oh. No mons have evolved yet. The most that did end up happening was that Palms got quite a few more levels. Up to 34, and Saurus is up to 34 as well, so still waiting on those two to reach their potential. And even though Tangela-in's a part of the team, he is not here because the 5th slot, or 6th slot, is being filled up by a Farfetch'd. Took longer to get than it really should have. Yeah, they're the beautiful parasite, more orange than you really expect. And the sauce as well. Did recently get Razor Leaf as well, made it a lot better. Which is the same move the Penfeds had. So I'm gonna hit the record button, see if I can dig out of the building. Yep. General logic! Haha. See? You wouldn't be able to do that in Fire Emblem screen now, would you? No? Also, yeah, I know I likely could have been able to stream yesterday, or at least the past few days. If you are wondering on that front why I didn't, well, yesterday I was wanting it even to myself, and I thought Payday 2 was gonna happen yesterday. And then it got delayed until tonight, so if it gets delayed again, I'm just not gonna participate at all. Because I was sitting there waiting for it to start. Getting really excited, because I haven't played Payday 2 in a while, and I have it installed ahead of time. But if we're gonna have to wait for someone's fucking install, I'm going to throw a brick. And though I haven't got one, this is the closest thing I have to the size of a brick. I'm not gonna be happy, is what I'm saying. Because I did it beforehand. Because that's one of the many problems of trying to get something going. Is that people forget to be like, the event's happening. And then be like, oh, it's not starting until much later because people didn't realize, or it's like everyone's around at that time, but doesn't mean everyone's available, or people just, yeah, oh wait, we gotta install the game, shit, I forgot. I know I realize that, but that's usually for games that are not massive. Like a few gig. Payday 2 is currently about, what, 90 gig right now. But knowing that I did installation way ahead of time. If I hear from anyone that is playing that we need to wait for the download, scorn of the earth. Okay, who have we not fought? I was like, clear this entire building. Yes, it's easier for me to get lost in this than the Fire Red Leaf Green version. Because I feel like that version, I've seen it so many times and it feels like it's not as zoomed in as it is here. I don't know if that's just me. I want to say there was a guy up here. Or was that another place? No, there is, and I think he's a good guy. Yes. Not the Infinite Fusion version where you actually have to rescue him. I was looking ahead in terms of like, what other days can be streamed. I mean, I've got some of them mapped out, but I don't know if I want. I definitely want to do the Tuesday one where at least have next up and stream late. But I don't know if I want to do the others of like coming home after work, because I'm not. Considering how exhausting it's just going to be at work no matter what. In this heat, I don't know if I want to be doing that, to be perfectly honest. Yes, on the day where I've got the next 4 days off, yes, I'll do that one. But not the ones leading up to it. Just my personal preference. So you'll definitely have Tuesday stream, and then I don't think it'll be until Saturday afternoon I'll be streaming again. I've been on longer breaks than that. I remember one time I had to disappear for at least a month or two and came back stronger. So I'm pretty sure you can hold off on not having to deal with me for a few days. I mean, I'll definitely make it so that this VOD does go up. Hopefully tomorrow morning. Well, what we'll do is at least start the upload just in the background when it's actually finished. Whilst Payday 2 happens. So yeah, the VODs will still exist. It's obviously not the massive ones that are just going to be on the main channel now. For the live stream itself. I fucking wish I could do more, but my upload speed is not as good as that download. And I can say that Mr. Mindtray is a lot better than the one in red and blue. Yes, he is one I can actively say is an improvement. I expected you to be faster. You are... Oh my god, I wasn't expecting the critical hit though! Cool! Well, guess what? Can't do anything, bitch. Really? 1 out of 4 chance? To disable my leech life and you managed to actually do it? I don't know how long it's gonna be like that for. Okay, well, I still defeated him anyways, but that— what the fuck? What the fuck on both levels? The crit, and also disabling my leech life. Like I said, that is a random chance because it doesn't all... Nowadays, I think from Gen 2 onwards, it disabled the most recent move. But in Gen 1, it was random which one it could disable. Making it really unuseful. Outside from, like, if it was ever possible to use it like, in the early game, when mons don't usually have like 2 to 3 moves and not a 4. But overall, it's just not good. And he about to actually fucking work. Oh, you're gonna be in for a hell of a time. It's just fun destroying magnetons because the moves are shit and they're just pure electric. Still doesn't exist yet, so they can't do anything with them. Yeah, I ain't said much about the washing machine saga as such, and the new one is on its way. The old one is out and unplugged and everything, so you can't just be slotted right back in. Oh, come on, how am I slower than a Wheezy? It's literally just a floating tumor. Well, essentially, it's designed like being in a way like a virus, and just floats there. Well, I'm not saying it in hell no. Always seems to be Parasite the one being poisoned. I don't know if that's supposed to be a sign of things to come. Who knows? Also, I've yet to add anything to the video that features this content as background footage. I considered doing that today, then I was like, no. I'm gonna play Burnout 3 instead. Eventually, managed to figure out why I couldn't connect retro art and Pokemon ROMs. Essentially what had happened is that one of the characters I put in my password was not available to be typed in on retro art, so that account line didn't want to work, and then I was trying to wonder with the cause and stuff. Like, needed to actively play through it. I was trying to understand without, like, what the fuck, and then realized, oh, you can just download within the thing. So yeah, I'm to get that sorted, I'm to get achievements up and running, and everything is connected. So part of me really wants to just do a series a very long-winded series of me trying to get as many achievements as possible in Pokemon Emerald, and I have seen some. And okay, they really want you to do everything. The game has it, where it contains stuff to do with the Battle Frontier, which I've never done in my life, and also completing the decks legitimately, which also involves, you know, finding a Feebas. I have done that, and it took me finding it across 3 different games. Seriously, I only was able to find it in my, like, fake version of Sapphire. But I have no need to get an actual one. Because it works just fine, and it was cheap. Like, it works just the same as the original, just says the ROM's gonna be loaded, but it works completely fine. It's yet to break. You can see a marathon in that. Don't want another level what its actual evolution level is. Seems to be a common theme in Pokemon. I kinda want to do that, and it's for some of the other. Well, oh yeah, a few of the others were like, make it, well, playing the game so much that you have managed to get one guy to fight you 4 times, and then steal his, like, black belt or something, and then also defeat all trainers on pretty much every route, in every single gym, which can be missed, because as soon as you find the gym leader, no other trainer wants to fight you. And then also every single gym leader has to be before their absolute strongest, which takes hours and is random. Because the system is shit. What else in Emerald? Oh yeah, it was like catching all of the legendaries, the decks, and I don't know what it expects you to do with the trades. I don't know if it's going to, well, I know it's on hardcore mode, but I don't know if it's gonna detect any use of PK Hex, which I would only ever use just so I can complete the decks. I think big hands and also just automatically giving myself a good team for Battle Frontier. I've yet to properly experience it because of how much preparation was needed back in the day. Compared to now where I think any Pokemon, no matter what you catch, can easily just be set up to be good for competitive. Which is a lot more convenient than having to do so much hatching. I know somewhere there is a bed, but I'm trying to remember what floor it's on. Yeah. So that's for Leia. You know, after already doing the case of the double wheel of what of a type to do in a different gen. I've not shown the wheel in a while, but then it's just the types that I've yet to use on the channel. And also the games that have not been streamed, so like the other one of like the digital releases. So like Diamond, Omega Ruby, Black, and White 2. Like quite a few. How dare you call me a rat? I ain't got no rats on my team. I have a literal parasite and plant, some eggs, but no rat. And yet you're the one with the fat rat. Not even a good one either, because the artist of Fat Rat's a great art, it's just amazing. No, but it's still gonna be faster than my collection of eggs. Psychic eggs, I should mention. Still not wanting to get to level 35. Don't worry, I can just clear out the entirety of Koga's gym. Although I don't know how many of his lackeys have psychic types, because I don't know why they didn't fix that in Fire and Leaf Green. Why some of his lackeys have, like, Drowsy and Hypno for no reason. So many other poison types exist. Yes, I know, let's go for Drowsy and Hypno. Could use Beedrill. Beedrill, Venonat. Oh my god, I've hit myself so many times in confusion, this is ridiculous. This Goblin can't do anything. And yet all I do is just smash some eggs together. Not in a fun way either. I just created so much yolk. Yeah, so what? Okay, but part of the Nidos, but I guess they didn't want the Nidos because of Giovanni. Would it really have been that much? I'm guessing they couldn't use any of the Bulbasaur line either because starter. But how did you use Psychic types? Why? Okay, I thought I did find you actually. No, I was thinking of another one. Am I Silph or am I Rocket? It's gonna blow up on me because it's all they ever fucking do. No. Oh wait, no. Doesn't matter, critical hit. I just go as the goat. Weird that it took so long for us to get a goat Pokemon and then Pokemon probably forgot about it. Because I think Go-Go is actually stuck in Gen 6. I've not checked, but for a while it did seem like it was not possible to use a Go-Go outside of X and Y. I know occasionally that they've randomly done that. Because I guess they don't just want everyone to be usable in every single game. But that's an odd choice. Also, it's just pure grass either, no normalcy on that. I mean, I know we already have Sour's Book and I'm poisoned again. I'd always Parasite gets him poisoned. I know it's partly because 3 of my team members can't be, but Parasite just always... I know one is a literal Parasite, but this is getting ridiculous. Oh, these do not work? Well, then where is the person that actually has the beds then? Not here. I wouldn't mind really knowing before I open every single door. I want to say it's through here. Or this person. I didn't know that was there. Thank you, game. Yeah, I think the current name is just Palms and Swords because they're not evolving until 46 and 48. Those are just rules set by me for their maximum potential. And do I have any trainers left to fight in here? Outside of this one guy and the rival? And then Giovanni too? Who knows? I do have a lot of trainers to farm, like about 12 through 15. So I think we're covered there. Should that really be allowed? I didn't even use a move. Okay, and then again, Zen 1. I shouldn't try to question it, knowing what the answer's going to be. But wow, the eye on that Jolly. Oh, that looks fucked up. Speaking of fucked up right now, I have a situation on my post. I'm still within the 18-week waiting list for. Because you know it's not serious, even though anytime I want to fucking go anywhere, oh, it's gonna hurt like that. Anywhere that's not in my own apartment. It's fun. Also, I've not changed if we're gonna, well, if anything, fucking play trailer-wise, gonna be coming out later this year. I want to say potentially more in the autumn than anything. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to see some new forms. I want my permanent evolutions, really. Okay. Identify you. But I mean, it's not like I'm wanting to look at all of the trailers, because I mean, yes, I've seen many of shit trailers, but many of them can just get you hyped like any other. Yeah, I don't know where to stand really within the camp of like, should you or should you not? It's usually personal preference, because part of me wants to say the first trailer is what should really be able to set the tone and decide, like, do you want to watch it? And while it is meant to do that, that's not containing the, that's the separate part that is it actually good? Because the first example I'm thinking of for being completely shit is the one for Transformers 1. Holy fucking Jesus Christ. That first trailer was one of the worst attempts at a trailer. Clearly they were trying to go with a really specific demographic, and no one liked it. And then because of how bad it was, the film itself ended up doing well, even if the other trailers were an improvement. But because it's the first impression is for some reason the most important, I would argue it's the second. Because you can have a shit first impression, but if your second one is equally shit, then you really have gone nowhere. First impressions can be considered to be everything, but I'd say you can have shit first impression, but if you can at least improve on that for a second one, it's better. But then if you have a really good one and then the shit second one, that just feels worse, like you couldn't keep up with yourself. But yes, Transformers 1 would have had a sequel by now if the first trailer was actually pretty fucking good. It wasn't. I saw it and it really turned me off initially, because it did look like one of those where the people behind it did not give a shit about the film, the series as a whole, and it just felt really disingenuous. I mean, I think the key is that we can just blame Paramount for it. Who I'm gonna blame for. What kept you green? How was your head moving back and forth like that? I thought you could turn over right way there. I guess you market slowed it down, not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Well, let's find out. Blue. I sent in the wrong one. Ain't got that grass move. I know who does though. Also, it's level 38. And Collision for a while, I was worried about being over leveled compared to everything else. I mean, arguably I was until, you know. So it is right to put everything into perspective. Yeah, no, I'm not over leveled. I'm still within the good enough range. I don't think it matters who I send in for this. It's a fucking cloister. I'm pretty sure it has a roar beam. Didn't matter. Critical hit, and I'm faster. And this one is the correct level, but like closer to the 40, the mine's still in the mid phase. Yeah, and also I know Sabrina, the level 50 Alakazam. Oh, I know that. So I don't know which one I'm gonna struggle more on, the Alakazam or just Lane in general. Because I may have Parasite with Dig, but no stab on it. Yeah, this Kadabra is going to be faster than me now, which means I'm going to be slower than the Alakazam later on. But if he uses Disable first turn, then I don't think it's going to matter much. Unless it does that. Haha, you disabled the move I just used. Wrong choice, my friend. Now on to the main event, which I think should... Yes, the Flareon. It's slow, but it's got good... I'm pretty sure it's got... Yes, but it's... Which kind of good defenses? I mean, it's not like it's attack stat. That's like 130 something. 130, actually. Ow. Shit. I'm now trapped. And that did so much fucking damage because I'm quad weak to it. You see, no matter how far I get, it just takes one move like that and I am a goner. Okay, I thought I was at least gonna be able to outspeed in some way. No, and also the fire spin just ruins my life. See what I mean? This being the most difficult option, which is odd because normally it's Jolteon, but that would have been second easiest. Okay, what the f... Why is it every single time I get a placemat, no matter what, it's always one in such a way that the placemat will randomly just stick? It's just on really so fast that he can actually outspeed my team. Even though that's not normally the case. Because I swear it's one of the slow ones. Okay, what the fuck? How can I miss Poison Powder this much? Did they nerf its accuracy in this game? Well, not nerf it, but did they make it really shit? I'm locking out now because it's missing way more than it should. What's it? 75% accurate. Does not feel like it in this game. No way. I've missed it so much that it's not 75%. It's like Rocco's 65% if anything. Yeah, that's insane. Why is that one 65%? I'm sorry, that's another 75% accurate move of Sleep Powder, and I've managed to miss it. Twice now, actually. How can I miss Sleep Powder this much? I don't get it. Okay, what the fuck was the point of that? Just woke up first turn. Well, I've lost because I wasn't wanting to use any healing items at all. All because the Paladin moves don't want to hit anything. It says 75% accurate on Bulbapedia, and yet I can hit them more accurately in the other games. Except what normally happens, I don't know why, it's just become more of a recent thing. First attempt of when I try to use a new move misses if it's not 100% accurate. Like, I've seen it so many times. Is it just a human thing where you just notice patterns that aren't actually there? But I've seen it happen way too much. So what is it? Is it a pattern, or am I just thinking that there's more than there actually is? Well, unless like either I was really unlucky or something. I mean, we're gonna find out in this attempt. It was just luck. How much am I even wanting to leave with power? Oh, okay, I'm as a misrated. Cool. 5% accurate. But also, I don't even know if any of my moves were subject to the 1-256 glitch. Well, I think that does that only come into effect if the move is supposed to be 100% accurate when it is. Right. I will try it again. Because it seems to happen, I get confused once and hit myself with confusion and lose a lot of health. Typical. If I was to be brutally honest, it seems really does not have a whole lot of the combat graphics. Okay, you have Kadabra and Flareon, which is clearly enough, but outside of that, nothing. Oh, yeah, I wonder also why trying to defeat Kadabra is not the easiest thing in the world. I'm considering this Flareon could be up to level 65 in the future. Yeah, if it's awful now, it's gonna be absolutely horrendous in the future. But Ember normally would not be able to do that much damage. But this is Pokemon Yellow, so that just means it will. And I can't really say the moves are gonna improve by that point, just levels. But it doesn't matter, the flare is now gone. I didn't have to use any items, I just switched to Nepenthes first, because clearly Nepenthes is my speed demon. Oh, so you are ready for boss rockets. Nope. Still got about 10 more levels left in you. Oh, Green, I'm moving on up ahead. By checking my Pokemon exam signs to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Green, well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. It's hard for me not to sweat it. Like I said, I have it there. Did they do that in Fire and Leaf Green? Like, I don't remember. It makes sense if they did, but I don't know. That's a really specific thing that I don't know. The only way for you to even get a Lapras, because at this point in time, it was not common. Like, that was the only way to get it. So the gift Pokemon's actually really great. But outside of that, I mean, it's only really going to be good for surfing right now. But yeah, so I could do one more trainer actually. Ah! Actually, yes, technically two more. Upon is enemies and you better not disturb him. Like I say, I can't remember. I've only played Yellow. But this will be my second time actually doing it, if I'm correct. The second. Still on the level, and I'm still slower. Then again, what can 6 Psychic Eggs really do for speed when they don't need it? An Executor is not fast. Just tanky with a really bad typing, and the Long Fall doesn't actually help either, because that also has 6 weaknesses. I think it's got 1 less, because I think Grass and Psychic has 7. It's like Grass and Dragon, just swap that and be like, I'm gonna have 1 quad weakness. It's fun. This will be some form of weird flashbacks, because where would normally be Bulbasaur here. Wow, that was easier than the other lot. Let's be the light again. Yeah, no, they were the only threat. And I don't think we actually get to see them again unless they appear in the Viridian Gym. And I can't get into there until I be in the other gyms. Because, well, I think no matter what, it generally just straight up does not want to unlock until you've gone far. So it's not like, oh yeah, you do all of the stuff in Silph Go and go straight to Giovanni. No. That would be great, but that's not how it works. Wow, for super effective, and it did nothing. And boom goes the rhino or whatever species it supposedly is. Oh, I just bought me out earlier. This one shouldn't be much harder. Unless it actively has slash. Nah, okay, you just want to boost my stats. Be fine. I still don't know why they couldn't make Razor Leaf itself like super effective against Steel. It's a razor sharp leaf. Can't give grass type something against Steel, or even Violet actually. I know it seems a bit weird that I'm switching, but I want my other team to get level as well. Not just the ones that need to evolve, you know. It's the only realistic way to do it. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but for me need to do more grass type onlys. I'm not just gonna jump straight to fire and then leave green right after doing this one. Like, it's most likely gonna have to be a bit of a break because I'm gonna have to swap in. That one body slam fucked me up. I finally want to say, do I want to go with Gen 2 immediately? Religion, that was what I did before. This one with bugs. And so probably want to say after doing the type only, whatever one it is, just do grass and one that's not Gen 2 or 3 and one that wasn't chosen. So if the roulette wheel says 5, then I'll most likely end up doing 4. Just so I can use Doterra again. I did use it for the Pearl solo run and that was fun. Was it a first attempt on Cynthia? I want to say it was. Knowing me. Oh, I want to say I had at least 3 attempts. I don't actually want to kill. What? TMs can Lapras learn? Is there even any? It's within the surf list, but okay. Yep, cool. Meaning that I'm not having to scrounge around for like a side of a gold. I could just use Lapras. Not yet, obviously, because I still need to fly around, and I have many other trainers to fight. But Silph is now defeated, and yet we only have 4 badges. Yeah, you see, normally I would end up leaving Silph to like glass or something. Actually, did I get TM26 anywhere? Was I even in this one? I'm, I'm checking that now. Is it in this one? I know I can't use it, but at least would have to consider selling it. Right there. 10th floor. Southwest room. Which is down here. Oh, that'll be why. Another rare candy. I knew it was somewhere, it's just I didn't think to look up there. Cause I knew it was in the game because it was like, well, done so annoyingly of it's there, but then in Fire and anything you have to wait until the very last gym to be able to get the TM. All that matters because someone decided to make it so that no grass type can learn the move. Dig, completely fine. Earthquake, no. See? So now let's just heal and sell off some stuff. Actually, this is gonna be much quicker. See? And because of that, I'm going to store the key items away in the max potion as well. And also the mask. Don't. Oh my. I press A too fast for this game sometimes. Nope. Max revive as well. That can be used in the final battle. No X items either. Especially in this game, that would be cheating, you know. Okay, in terms of TNs, what have we got? Takedown, no. 21's Mega Drain. Who can actually learn that in the team that doesn't already just have a good move? The Palms is likely the one I would want to actually have the move. Can't learn it. And Parasite can learn it, but the moveset is good enough that I'm not gonna give it up. Even I know Leech Life is not the best move. It's the only bug move I have. And the rest have a good move anyways. It needs a good grass move. And that's also out. 36 is self-destruct. No. I'm free. That is somewhat sense. And I don't. Convergent is attack. I feel like it's not actually as good as growth is. Because the special is the one being used. And as I say, Patsai has a good moveset as is. I think, well, as of right now, because I'm not even using Tangular, I think all three of them are going to be sold. And the 26 is Earthquake, which I recently showed. No one can learn, so that's all of the TMs, and likely not even for much money. Because I may have 40,000, but I'm pretty sure even in yellow version, that's not enough to get Polygon. Because I think it was in blue, then they made it 6,500, which even then 40,000 is no way even close to enough. Because, okay, you can only get like 54,000. So you just do that into conversion rate, 6,500. How many 50s that is? And then like how many thousands? There may be a lot of trainers, but when there's no amulet coin, no versus seeker to help you. Yeah, good luck. Payday is your best bet, and even then that's pennies. Say 2,000, I feel like it'd be worth double that. Well, the attack, because that's definitely gone down in value. So it does kind of mean that you just never really cannot get a Polygon in this game properly until you be in the league. I really the game if it was a gift where you could get one at some like by doing some extra stuff, then it wouldn't be so bad. But because that's not the case. You're just kind of like, well, just staring at the price and like, I know they wanted it to be rare, but that is ridiculous. I'm actually going to check how much it is before I play down to the future. Because I know it's a lot. Actually, can I, unless I have to get the coin case from like down here? I want to believe that is the case. Yeah, because I never talked to this guy. Yes, I know you can absolutely do gambling and it's your best option. You do get some scraps on the floor. But it does mean that you're just gonna have to do gambling. Oh no, it's 9,999. Oh my god, you're gonna have to do so much. Because there's 6,500 for Cypher and Pincer. Why would you want to do that for either? I don't know. Or even Wigglytuff, really? For 2,680? Okay. What teams are these? 50 is substitute. 23 is Dragon Rage. And 15... Ice Beam is the actually only good one there. Because if you get KO with that, then you get to use your next turn completely free. I want music. Yep. This is potentially the only place you are actually able to hear this music at all. I could be wrong, but yep, 9,999, so good luck, kid. Cause I ain't gonna give it to you. Yeah, that is just ridiculous. At the point you just play blue version for optimization purposes. It really is the best option. Okay, so now let's just see. Has anything changed? Because if they change Koga, did they change anyone in the gym? My bets are saying no. Yeah, I was right. They didn't change it at all. Still fucking drowsy and we'll never know why. Just means it sucks. And they just use poison gas first turn every time. Like they know what I'd switch into, like go for poison. Or, well, they know what I will switch into because like my turn's happened and then they will react to that rather than just reacting to whatever's in front, which is what they do afterwards. Because they're technically smart AI, but then because of that, then they see the poison gas. Okay, it's poison type, but they just see what the type is and see, oh, that's quite effective against Paras. I'm gonna use that. And then because it's the AI, poison gas doesn't miss. So surgeon would normally have a benefit, but instead of in leggings where it's like a bit of a guessing game, in this I feel like they just know what you switch to. Instead of it, well, they know the switch because their turn technically does not happen until you've done the switch, so they can just react to whatever mon's out. Well, because it's kind of advancements what happens with the law lines. Dugong that just spams rest if you have a poison type. And considering how much of my team is poison, that would be great. But because they see the grass as well, they're gonna focus on that part as well, I wanna say. Yeah, like I say, Parasite just keeps them getting fucking poisoned. Which is really ironic, because normally the Parasite is doing all the poisoning. And see, this is why you end up playing stuff like Legacy Yellow or something. I don't know if it may end up fixing this situation. Why have it so that there are trainers that have mons that do not fit the gym? I can excuse the times when, you know, the previous, like its previous evolution was the type, like, you know, using a masquerade in a water gym because the scale was a water type. I can accept that, but Hypno is not poisoned in any way, and I somehow managed to get flinched. Then every single time I want to even attack. I know it's a hat. I know it's a headbutt, but not even I can get headbutt flinches that often. Oh my god. Do you have anything else to use? Yeah, I'm looking at my moves and no. Yeah, it would absolutely cost me less for me to just go back to the Pokemon Center, but that takes way too much time because I can't even run. There's slow walks everywhere. Why is it another drowsy? I don't fucking get it. Stop using fucking drowsies, honestly. I guess you are a juggler, so it would make sense that you were swapping them in and out. But they're gonna go down no matter what you do. Honestly, just put these guys in Sabrina's gym. It's not hard, it would have been fine to just face an Apple somewhere. Not Apple. Arbok. Damn, 5 levels higher, but I'm still slow as a brick. Oh, and somehow I don't even get the fucking KO. Really? You cannot be that bulky. Not how this works, sunshine. Okay, it's curse number. Not even the funny number, no, the curse one. Okay, is it the drowsy I've seen? No. Yeah, my plans for world domination are not happening right now. Because someone decided to put the hypnotizing psychic types in a place full of ninjas. With how many poison types? And then they just gave Koga repeats. Seems really ironic. And I will go actual first poison type. Hooray! And I'm so slower than it. I'm gonna be poisoned. Nope. That's a shocker. And of course, as soon as I praise you for having a point that you immediately ruin it by going with a ground type. And then you have another Arbok. Yours has had 3 Arboks. Or Arbok breeding Arbok. Or even a Golbat. Just anything that's an actual poison type. Actually, there's poison. I predicted it too early. I often just have a problem with stuff like this. I could say talk too much in some cases. Just overload you with stuff that's happening as like a play-by-play. Especially when stuff just appears out of nowhere. It's like, react to this, bitch! No, I can't. I only was trying to react to what happened before. You're throwing away too much information on my face that I can't process. At least I can see the invisible walls here. It's quite a struggle to see them on private and the green, I will have to say. Yeah, that's not fun at all. I don't know if it's by design for it being hard to see. Or even if it's the same layout. That part I don't even know either. Could be. I need to get another drink at some point. I know. Hey, yeah, it is the poison type. Many of the poison types exist that aren't just all the same snake. Nope, not even a level up. That's how slow this is. Especially when my defense is higher than my special. I don't like that. Okay, what experience group is executing? Oh my god, so it's literally in the same group as the pseudo legendaries. That's why it's taking so long. All of the pseudo legendary Pokemon are in his category. Great, so I'm essentially level up. I essentially have a pseudo legendary on my team because it's taking this long. Let's see if for the 5 millionth time I'm gonna be poisoned. See, it really is the case of where they react to what you just did after already doing it. So anytime you'd want to switch, can often just be the worst decision. It's like the only time you would have good switch if it is on set, which mine pretty much just says all the time. I know you could be saying when I'll switch actually. And set would not be the more difficult option, but I don't fucking care. Why are you getting critical hit? Is it because you're faster than me? Why are you going to be the lucky prick? I drop my balls. Okay, you win this time. The year 1999 or 2000. I feel like that's something you arguably wouldn't be able to put into a kids game nowadays. I know they're stricter on that and not strict on microtransactions at all, but rules and regulations are weird. Especially when they don't get updated in a while. And you think, is everything so, like, much more important that this thing cannot be updated at all by anyone? Or is it because the people in charge are the incompetent ones and they can't hire anyone that actually is competent? And anyone that ends up being competent leaves? Or it's just found out to be someone who should be on a watch list. But yeah, I'm waiting for the level 50 Venomoth right here, just the level spike out of nowhere. It's level 44 and yet the ones would gain at the same level as me. Oh, I am somehow slower than the Venom that just immediately badly poisoned me. Well, if I get constant chaos, it won't affect me at all. Now that works, isn't it? Yeah. But level 46! Why? Oh, and also managed to use Psychic right before I did. Yeah, the special is only now managed to get up to 66. On top of 48 and you did double edge, oh for fuck's sakes. This might actually help. I'm gonna have to switch out though, because I'm not gonna be able to survive anything against Venomoth. Yeah, level 50. Clearly the ATD has came out of nowhere. Leech Seed! Oh, you sure you want to do that? Okay, it has Leech Life of its own. That is not good. That really isn't good. Why that needs to be a critical hit, I don't actually know. Watch, I'm gonna do this and wake up. No, I was expecting to wake up. Because it'd be like, immediately use Toxic. This looks like a really big tactic, but at least I'm not using Double D for any of it. See, what did I say? Immediately went for Toxic. Nope, can't do nothing. But I have won this fight. Because Leech Life is amazing. And I now get Toxic. Yes, my defense. And Silph has other battles, so that's why I didn't try to use. That was immediately. And I haven't checked if I even got it, even though I want to say I did. But I still have Sabrina to go through, and that's going to be the opposite of fun. Because I honestly do not think Parasite is gonna sweep through the whole thing. But I have better look with the Jolteon and Pin Missile. That's how bad the situation is looking. Do I see HMO3? No, I do not see it literally anywhere. I really did not get it. That's really odd that I just didn't get it. And I can put the coin case away. I'm not using it, I just wanted to show how expensive things are. annoyingly, it is gonna cost 500 just to get through without any boost. Yeah, that's a 90s reference and no one's gonna fucking get. But you know, new Star Fox is coming out and it's yet again a remake of 64 because that's the only thing they're able to do. Like, they were able to make Star Fox 2 for the SNES on the classic, like, the mini version. They were able to do that. They were able to do the Star Fox Adventure stuff, but it's like, once they realize they can just remake 64 over and over, it's like, yeah, let's do that. At least I'm not the one saying that, it just seems like it's a really common consensus. Like, we're not gonna get another F-Zero game. We're just gonna get Star Fox 64 done over and over. I feel like there's gonna be no more Mario RPGs at this rate, always. And I think the ones that put out Brothership are gone now. I could be wrong, because I know for a while they did not do well. And I don't know if we even get another Paper Mario. Like, they have all the money in the fucking world, and it's like, no, we're not gonna do it. I mean, it was likely enough hassle as it was just to get some of the Pokemon games onto the Switch. The mainline ones, anyways. But, yeah, I don't. Before I came, well, the closest we had to like any of the games being put on Nintendo, more modern Nintendo systems, would be Gens 1 and 2, the Virtual Console and the 3DS. And that was the best you had, and it's like, why are they not doing Gen 3? When the 3DS can't play them anymore. Because that stopped with the DS Lite. Well, the DS Lite was the last one. And then from the DSi onwards, nothing. I can understand them not wanting to go to like Gen 4 at all, when the 3DS was already able to play it. So by the time we got to the Switch, you would kind of be thinking Pokemon is right there, right for the taking. Can we attempt to put any of the mainline Pokemon stuff on it? Because I actually don't know if they put any of the side stuff on that was Pokemon related, of like, well, for when it came to N64, like Puzzle League or anything. I just became at this point of like thinking, they're right there, they want more games to add to it, they want to make a load more money. The only person stopping them is themselves. Like, if it entirely was because the ESRB was just like, fake gambling is not allowed under the PEGI system. But I'm pretty sure primarily, did they have their exchange? Red, Blue, and Yellow did. I think also Drizzle were up to a 12. But I don't know about. Byron and Nuclear, I don't know if they needed in. I got the T, because you also do need those for strength. Yeah, there's no retirement option, annoyingly. So I have to actively wait it out. I mean, you are able to go all the way back and be like, do you want to retire? They have that, but not the option to just take it away. But make it so I can end it early from here without just walking my way back and seeing how long it takes. Because I don't even get to like attempt to find a random Safari Zone shiny and then be unable to catch it. Because color may have been a thing, but shinies not yet. There we go. But I definitely do want to get Palms and Swords fully evolved at least before the 7th gym. Let's just see what happens with getting some more levels for the Penfez now. On like, yeah, on the routes mentioned earlier, routes 15 through 12 going this way. Knowing that they're likely gonna have super effective moves for me, and I have to just tank it. As I get myself a drink, another one. I know which one it is. I forgot to unmute, sorry. No one's here anyways, but as I was trying to say, in the Penfez, it says always going to be able to create Razor Leaf, and at this rate, I'm not going to be able to make a career on this channel in any way. Just do it for fun, really. But we'll say, as I predicted, we've been down to 192 followers, so we're still 8 away from the Discord server being made. I already have fought out some channels within the server, or you know, the discussion stuff. You know, stuff like Power Rangers, Pokemon. I would no doubt have to find like likely make separate ones for the games and the anime, and then especially Transformers, like toys, movies, TV shows. Because I tried to clump them all in together. It's gonna get messy real fast, and then Doctor Who, Top Gear. I may want to include How Many Mother in there. I am not. I do need to rewatch it. Despite how much I look of the How Many Mother subreddit, I have yet to watch any of the episodes again. Because the one I end up rewatching the most is Last Cigarette Ever. Because that's just my conclusion for why I will never get into smoking properly. The most I've ever done is had one, and that was because, well, I was at work, and it was quite literally because, well, one of my coworkers was going to be gone for 2 months, so we just all have smoke in his honor. He did come back, obviously, but you know. Oh, can't I actually wake up from this sleep? It's funny, the AI can put me to sleep. No problem. And yet I will miss it all the time, and then as soon as I'm asleep, it takes me forever to wake back up. And I still hate that I can't attack in the same turn that I wake up. But this is why they needed to fix sleeping. It's a good thing that they did. And what is gonna happen again? No, I was expecting the sleep powder. Oh no, the sound's gone because the beeping has taken over. There's only so many sound bites available. That was way too many acids being used. It was only 6 and it felt a lot more than that. All of the fault on the server, it's mostly just gonna be... No, it kind of is. It's gonna be as active as any other servers I'm already in, which is barely at all. Because that often does get to be in the case with Discord servers either. There's like hardly any interactivity at all. Or there's just so much because it's just so big and you can't keep track of it. Yes, people may be busy, but every fucker's busy. It just seems like I'm one of the few that is not. I don't know how that fucking happened. I don't know if that's because of my priorities or something, or because of the situation I'm in. Well, I'm one of the ones that's not. Or it could just be time zones fucking everything up. Yeah, get the Prentice at 37. And then we're gonna switch over to Mandragora. Bring on poison types. Be great if I had some ground types to face. Or even just water types, but all the water types are out in the sea. And quite a few of them are likely gonna have a psychic move of some sort. As per. Not a second. I can't even say like much an improvement would happen in Gen 2 because no. There may be more mons that are actually weak to grasp, but Then remember, Razor Leaf is not going to crit all the time. It's harder to get certain evolutions, especially the stone ones. And grass is just a shit type to use in Gen 2, so no. Because it's like, okay, you have Wooper and Quagsire, quite weak to it. They're not the most common Pokemon around. And another case of so many rocket guns with poison types, especially when you have pure grass types. No. Like, the upside is that at least, like, bugs are not the most threatening thing in the world. And there's only like one Scizor I can think of that isn't the most threatening. Like, defensively, absolutely. Because grass has nothing. Which is why we needed the grass and fire type much earlier. Why it took so long for us to get one, I don't know. You could just make some floor grass and fire. That would have made it wholly unique. Still would have been a bit crap. Well, at least we would have gone in. Makes sense as a sunflower. It's in the name. Or even just have it be a normal evolution and then have Sunflower evolve again into like actual like a fire plant or something. I mean, yeah, I know it is literally just very, very similar, surprisingly, to the Sunflower from Plants vs. Zombies. You can only do so much with the Sunflower. I'll grant you that, but still could have been grass and fire. Because what, it also took us Gen 7 to give us Grass and Dragon? Yeah, that took longer than it should have, and it was the palm tree, a really tall one. Hey, at least it is a type that has like all of its type combinations covered now. Because I think, what, there's flying and fairy, it's like the others. I actually did manage to get that. You'd think Dragon by this point would. But is it actually, like... Unless Dragon also is in that list? I'm trying to think, are there actually any that Dragon hasn't covered? Fairy would be the only one as like a technicality, because it's Mega Altaria. So like, should it count as it is a temporary form, but it's still a clear physical type change. And yeah, it was already with all the star types and electric, ground, ghost and dark and psychic. Did it ever get with Bug? I want to say Bug's the only one it's not been with. You know, so I think that is the only one, and I want that to be a thing. Make it a regional form for Yanmega. That'd be fucking awesome. Oh, come on. Oh, good. Doesn't matter, I'm fucking confused anyways. You can't just disable after a disable already just happened. Who do you think you are? I'm sorry, you only had 500. Are you poor? I'm gonna have to assume that they're poor. No explanation for it. No, gentle. Don't say it like that. That's creepy. You look gentle. Sorry if I can be. I'm sorry. Do you not know that I have 5 gym badges right now? And all you have is a level 29 Pidgey? As I say, who the fuck do you think you are? It's always these kids that just have the biggest ego going. So then it's most enjoyable when you completely humiliate them. Because I have the kids that don't know any better, all the big tough guys that you just get to fight out. Why am I not surprised I hit myself in confusion? Twice. Oh, come on, how have you survived in the red off of that? Good. You should not have survived the first time. Hey, I think I may have to be Saurus next and just get Saurus up to 40 and then pass out there as well. Yeah, I know it is annoying that I have a defense wall, but just an impenetrable wall for psychic attacks. But the problem is that I just can't do much back. I would actually, once I get to like level 42 or whatever level it is that I can get Solar Beam at. I get to that point, and then I'll be able to have something where it's not just psychic versus psychic. At least have backup. But that's not here yet. And also, pretty sure Execute can't even learn it. But I have to actually evolve it as an Executor, then teach it. I want to say, where am I? Hold on. Alright, that's my line, but in terms of... One I think executes. Okay, so it is 42, but I want to get to 48 so it can have sleep powder. Because of course I do. At least then I may be wanting to give Solar Beam to someone else if it's even worth it. Which I feel like by this point isn't. Not really. Magical has Pedal Dance. The Penteds and Thors both have Razor Leaf. Okay, yes, Parasite has nothing, but it's fine. Yes, I know I do see that, oh, it's able to learn Mega Drain, but I have no use for a 40-power move at this point in time. If I have Solar Beam, I'm gonna go for the power, because normally I don't actually go for it. Oh yeah, that was the thing I was trying to look for, is that Execute itself doesn't get Mega Drain at all. So by the time I would even be able to give it Mega Drain at like level 48, it'd be like, there's no point. Exactly. And can I stop hitting myself in confusion every single time? This is what I don't like about Paradigm. It's not strong enough because I get buff up to 90, and I hit myself in confusion way too much. Because this game hates me. I don't wanna say that yet, but it's just so common now. I hear myself twice in a row before even being able to do anything again. I'm not it. But okay, let's go. You're the one that asked me for a fight. I swear there was a trainer. I don't know if it's in this game or another one. No, I just actively says you can just ignore them. It's like, but you can't. Once they see you, they will hunt you, runner. You're forced to stop. There is no option of do you want to do this fight of yes or no. No, you're just straight up forced into it. Because otherwise you kind of break the game just a bit if you're able to avoid every single trainer going. Of like, do you or do you not? Or it could be one of those where you do that, but then it's like on a coin toss situation where it doesn't always work. Right. Well, that is going to be replaced by Toxic. If it, for some reason, hasn't already. I like Lee Sin, I really need Bond Slam, and Measly is just good. So annoyingly, I do have to get rid of Bro. Annoyingly. Oh god. Well, now my mind is deciding like, do I? All of them can learn it. Which means I could have done it much earlier. But I was thinking too much of sleep powder. So meaning that I really shouldn't have been one to keep one as an Ivysaur for so long, and yet did anyways to make it more painful for me. Go me! Because none of the others can really do so well, but others we've got. I'm gonna use that rare candy. No, I don't need to wait all that long for sleep powder when Toxic is right there. Let's do it when everyone has actually good HP. Let's not still hurt from the fight. Always doing this now would just mean that Arms is the only one that needs to evolve. Do I actually like this sprite? The back sprite is absolutely still horrible because, you know, they didn't change that. But the front one looks really good. Now with 102 special and 86 speed, is that still anywhere close? Okay, it's now actually faster and better than the Penfets. That's just how OP Venusaur is. It's actually more special than Mandragora as well. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just straight up is my best team member now. The best for right now, because still level 48. But we will get there, don't you worry. Only 20 to 9. And as I say, we have a lot of battles ahead of us. God, I wish I had the fucking quick one right now. Oh, they just made Parasect good. The stats are right there to be improved. With potentially another evolution, and they didn't do it. They were willing to make it so that Silph got an evolution, and then another one later on. And then Pinsir got a Mega. Venomoth also has had nothing. Wellerving got something, Beedrill got something. Those two, I guess when you're in the middle of like very early on and endgame greatness, you get forgotten about. Actually, if I'm this high level compared to Coffin, do I even need to put it asleep? Only the dig is powerful enough on its own. Well, well no, because I got critical hits instead. Yeah, it's powerful enough. Yeah, that's in medium slow. And what about Parasect? Medium fast. I'm just gonna have to really like check on the. Okay, medium slow. At the well, towards the end of which it's nearly the same. With medium fast, it's just that the medium slow requires more from like 85 onwards, which is fine. Compared to erratic that only needs 600,000, and medium fast and slow about around the million ballpark, and then just slow. And then fluctuating, which is painful. There's so much more you need by about 58, but it's like it's nearly the same. Like it's nearly like it's ever so slightly more on the oh god, I want to say on the slow category, but that still means it's a lot. The bar's so Well, the graph is massive. Right, let's get back to the game. Yeah, 41 speed. It's an ouch. I couldn't find out why. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna complain. Alright. Oh, it's 3 levels low. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, the attack power. Finally, you know, not the problem on power side, especially at this point. Everything else. I mean, HP is not even the worst, I want to say. As of right now, it invades. Okay then, it's just the attack that's good and it's slow, agile, and HP is only ever so slightly better than a group of eggs that aren't even fully evolved yet. So yeah, it is the worst, and also the one with the worst typing. Just everything that could ever be good for it is just bad, and yet Tangela is somehow worse. Or at least Tangela is in the group of unnecessary. Well, unnecessary when anything it could do is covered by the rest of the team and also has less defenses. Okay, yeah, it's not quite weak to bug, but and also not weak to psychic, but it doesn't have much else because it can't learn much. Like, really? Defensively, I will agree that it can defend some things. Offensively, it's doing about the same as my main 3 grass and poison types. So there is nothing that Tangela has that I would be like, yeah, this is what I want. It's nearly is the same with when I used electric types in Omnigno 5 Ed. I said that was the case with the sick member with Zapdos, and that would have been too much. But once it actually would have been type variety and been really helpful. I don't think I even used it because that would be too much. So Magneton was the only type variety I had. I don't think it was just a defense thing as well, because Flash Cannon wasn't a thing. And even if it was, it would have been physical and not special. But you know, would have been shit. Do I actually have cut for once up here? Normally I'd have my full team of 6. But I guess when you have a slot open, might as well just fill it with the HM user. Even if you can't have a mon with all three by necessary ones, because fly is optional, it's just helpful. There is no mon with all cut, surf, and strength. That isn't just Mew. And obviously, you know, I can't just get Mew. I'm not doing the glitch still. I don't think I can anymore because I followed the trainer to do it. And I am personally, for the 5,000th time, organizing it, especially when the opponent uses Metronome. I'm waiting for it to get self-destruct. Rachel's within the card, or it has transform. And oh my god, it's actually pink. Yeah, this is fun. I'm asleep. Actually, do I not resist it in any way, or not resist it? Yeah, exactly. I'm still asleep. This is impossible. Because I think it's like 1 to 7 turns or something. I don't know why I only want to go for Ding. That's really odd choice. Especially when I can just go for 2 splashes and get it off like that. I wonder if the transform actually does work in such a way that it uses the same color palette as the Pokemon using it. Because it was pink. And you know, normally it would just be purple. And then in later games they made it exact. And then decided, let's not make it so that if it's a shiny Ditto using it, then they appear as the shiny mark. They did that for Fire and Leaf Green only, and we'll never know why they did not keep that. It makes so much sense. Especially when it's not like any SADs are gonna change anymore. It was like that for Gen 2. Because ironically the shinies made them worse. But I'm saying, like, why wasn't it kept a thing? You don't always get to see every single shiny mon in the world, because you're not going to... Not everyone attempts to hunt them. So it'd be nice, you know, get one with imposter, shiny Ditto just turns into anything visible. Oh yeah, I didn't get the speed and I can't put this lid on properly. I was doing it the wrong way. But then that's funny when the opponent uses lid and immediately the next turn I'm faster. That's the only way I can even get around my speed. I know you think, why don't you just get a move like that yourself? Have you seen my moves? Yeah, I really don't know much else going on in my life entirely. Although I did actually can say I do have some more annual leave booked. Because I'm about to get some stuff in like November and December. So that's gonna be epic. Specifically middle of November. There is a reason for that. If I said booked off the 19th of November, some of you will actually notice why. But otherwise, early middle part of December, yeah, I have reasons for that. So I do have quite a few days off, like, coming up. I've got at least for the end of next week. It's gonna be fun. And then, okay, yeah, I don't have anything but like July, August, and September, but I've got quite a few days off already booked of middle of October. And then more for November, and then December. So it's just like work a lot during the summer, the heat wave and everything, and by the time it cools down a bit, because it's British autumn where it does not cool down as much as it used to anymore. Global warming happens so that it's like a slightly, it's just another spring in a lot of cases, or at least the summer has just extended into September. It doesn't really go back into the cold until October. Have you told your bird Pokemon how to fly? Yes, actually. My far-fetched. Which, okay, yeah, I have used a bit in the playthrough that I still plan to continue. Or Sun Shield Ultimate Plus, it's just, I had many annoyances with it. Like, it takes forever to do any grinding at all. And by the time you do, the mons are already caught back. You barely, like, surpass the mons around you. And also if you try and do, like, the raids and stuff. Because of how it's set up, it's just unfair. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, yeah, you're doing the means you can't actually get rare candies until you get more level. You can only do so many, and it feels like luck if you can get one that actually is in your favor. 97 attack, and oh, that 88 special is going to waste. And now I can switch over to Pops. Oh, come on. You didn't need to do that. That's just insulting. And now to exclusively use palms. For 10 levels? Why did I not keep it in? Because I think, yeah, Solar Beam is going to end up replacing Sunspore. Or even Leech Seed. Do I feel like I don't need this. And then I want to say Sleep Powder's replacing Sunspore to just keep Reflect. It's likely my best option. And no, I don't like the fact that I can only change the order of moves outside, well, inside battle actually. Just inside, because there's no moves option. Getting on to 9 PM, about 2 hours ago, before Payday 2 happens. And stay down. Still was gonna take a while to get to level 39, isn't it? Yeah, no, I feel like this gets to the point of where my life is just boring. And I just don't come up with any stories to combat it. The truth is, the Coiling it's staring right at you. It's kind of what happens when you are just in the position of, do you want to be able to do fun stuff? Yes. Is anyone around you available? No. Because Because not only are you the one that tries to get them to do something, and even though they say they want to, are they ever available at the right time? Nah. I can sound like a Moby Dick no matter how many times I do it. I try to sound like I understand and know exactly why they're not. I know why. They're actually annoying. We're getting more and more to the point of where I rarely hear from them to the point where it's just more sparse. That's not how it should be. Yes, I know that in life that does just happen. Does it really have to happen with me? I've already had it happen enough times. Especially when I did have to essentially say goodbye to a group chat, because anytime I try to get them to do anything or even consider anything, then oh yeah, we should definitely do that, and then not come back to it. So then I left it. I've yet to hear anyone from the group chat ask me why did you leave, or knows I even left. I've definitely mentioned stuff like this before, because it's very relevant that yes, you do end up losing touch with more and more people. To a point where it generally does, when you just become more alone, especially in my position. I have no one. Well, specifically when I say have no one, it's called still being single. How much of it is my fault? I want to say 80 to 85%. I'm not gonna say it's entirely not my fault, but I'm gonna say majority of it is, because this is what I look like. You know? Have I fallen into any of the many potential traps? No. But I know all of them. Does that mean I'm still in a shit position? Yes. Have I considered making a certain video? Oh, potentially. Because if it worked for one guy, why can't it not work for me? Of just me making a really short video, like 1 second, or at least 2 seconds. Where the title is, am I ugly? And then just being like, yes, yes I am, and ending it there. I considered doing that for so long, because kind of what it feels like. Do I know I could absolutely improve on myself? Yes, but two things. One, gym is expensive. Two, I've yet to buy the stuff to actually make my life better in that way. Mainly because I'm waiting to be paid, because that's not happening until the end of next week. Especially, I'll go wait until, well, is it going to be Sunday or Friday? Because I'm mainly saying that because it's going to be the end of the work week, but then because my things are going to easily just be the Sunday, which I don't like. I'm trying to eat less, it's just I do have the problem of, because I bought the stuff, but mine is just saying, hey, just go and have more. Have more of those sausages, have more of the pork pies. Should I stop buying them? Arguably so, if I want to control things. It also doesn't help that the fruit can just be expensive, and it's like I go through most of my normal fruit, at least the strawberries can be gone in 2 days, the grapes in about 3. Okay, yeah, an apple a day plus an orange. It can still be rather fucking annoying, especially if it's on days where I have late shifts, because I'm not trying to cram all of that fruit in on the morning. That's too much. I'd be like, why don't you just have it there? Not always there. Even if it is there, it's not going to be the type of apples I want, or even appetizing. It sounds like I'm just making more excuses, aren't I? I'm not wanting to go into the absolute starvation route, where the only thing I end up having is the 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I know in uni I did some days where I just skipped lunch altogether. I don't know if that's even worth doing or even helpful. I do know is that because of how my work is, I just want to stop the thing that I kept on doing over and over, where I would get home after a late shift and then just eat quite a bit, because it's like, yeah, the last thing last time I had anything was after 5 PM and didn't really have much in between, maybe a small bit of food going off, and then I just get really fucking hungry when I get home. And it was a big problem because it was a routine issue. I mean, considering I've already tried to stop eating as much bread, butter, and cheese, as I just don't buy it. I mean, there's kind of at least some stuff, but it's likely in the case of it's not enough, and I should really be doing more regular exercise. Maybe I will do that when I can sort the situation on my tower. Maybe then. Because when that gets sorted and it's no longer such a problem, then I will, but that's quite a while from now. Quite a bloody while. I'm likely gonna be like, you can't do much even after the surgery's been done or something. But it's just not helpful to anyone. Because what I want to, yes. Do I have a medical thing actually stopping me? Yes. Am I my own worst enemy and everything? Yes. Well, then also I can just say Daynabs are designed to keep you on the site as long as possible, not actually meet up with anyone. Doesn't matter how many stories I hear of people finding good people on Hinge, clearly that just means they found the 1%. I'm scrolling through the 99%. No matter who I choose, neither Hinge or Tinder, rarely ever do I get a match back, and even if I do, how long does it take for the conversation to just disappear? So you get to the point of, if they haven't said anything in a while, it's like, do you send another message or being like, you still interested? Because it's like, was it in the case that they just got bored really quickly? I'm sorry, I'm not a master conversationalist. Not even a word, but small talk's not always my easiest thing in the world, okay? I mean, because part of me is also just wanting to say, if I know the person well enough, then I can at least get certain topics rolling, but then it's like, I have millions of questions I could ask them. Which one of those millions is the best one to ask to keep the conversation going? Especially when a lot of times I am the one doing the heavy lifting in the conversations involving on the day sides in the first place. It's not just it really does feel like it is a thing. I don't know if it's just because of the women that I seem to choose are just all that type and expect me to always carry it, or be like waiting for me to send something, or in such a way. No, it's more like it's a me waiting for them to send something. Because no, I don't know what it is about me. That's the problem. You don't fucking know until they just bluntly tell you, and it could be an inconsistent thing. You know, it could be something that one girl thinks is red flag and another is a green. And it's like, what the fuck? Especially in my position where my really annoying position of just I vaguely know what one, have a girlfriend than that, but haven't been with enough to know. So it just sucks. And especially does not help that I'm just an introvert. Like, if I have the option to go outside or stay inside, I'm gonna choose the inside. At the end of every time. I mean, okay, I'm the introvert that still wanted to get drunk at a pub and everything. And the one actively wanting to do something. Is that usually with my mates? Yes, and would I ever go to it alone, willingly? I was like, no. Or am I the one to pick up women from the bar? I'm not about that. The confidence in me does not exist. And what happened? Oh, I have a scenario ball in the head of like, try that, and then they'll say that they have a boyfriend or something. Try and say prove it. And be like, either I find out that they're lying, so I can't trust them, or the boyfriend is already with them there, or they do actually have one. Because I've yet to see any man do that of like, hey, I have a boyfriend, and then they just go and prove it. Prove to me that you're not just lying. Because it could be one that you saw through my deceit. It's not very often that the other way has to be done as well. Of the man saying, I actually have a girlfriend and or wife or something. Like, you know, it's more common for the wife situation. I don't know. No, I have some reason why that is, but I'm just not about that. Confidence is not my thing. Joker, I know. Although weird would be like, you're willing to do this. Dream it live and everything. Yeah, because 99% of the time I'm talking to no one. In a room where it's only me. And done in such a way that I don't see what other people look like and only see their username and what they type, and that's it. It's not the same as physically being in the same room as someone else. Oh, and if you think alcohol makes me any more confident, no. Louder, yes. Not that confident in doing bets or something, but I would not. The type of alcohol I drink does not make me more confident into being lazy man or anything. It does not do that at all. It really doesn't. So I'm just shit out of luck. That's all it is. Plus time is a bitch, and I just can never get that right. Okay, yeah, I can't. Yeah, this game is so badly programmed that I can. If I have my attempts, I can lightly press it. I just, yeah, that adds some badges. Badges! Have I done much to improve myself? Well, I want to physically, like, when I have the situation sorted out, the medical one. But in terms of how I act and all, I'm trying to, on the confidence side. That's not, that'd just be against myself. And we're gonna run into the continual problem of me just straight up being slower, so I'm just gonna switch someone I know it's faster and immediately crazily enough. As I said, you could barely even tell that that's supposed to be like a flower or something. on the back of the Venusaur. Like, the Ivysaur I could at least tell. I can't tell if this at all is that much of a mess. I normally wouldn't have to, but a level 30 Poliwag is frightening. Oh, and even though I do have people to talk to about this, then if every fucker I know is in a relationship, yeah, okay, good for them. Yeah, they clearly did better than me, because they are better, and am I just that ugly friend? But apparently you feel better if you have at least one person in your friend group that's on the ugly side. Well, clearly I am, because, you know, I would have gone somewhere, but no, I'm one of the ones that's dying of thirst. Because it's that 1910 rule that I'm thinking just is a thing. I don't know how much it's true, but it's like a rough estimation of like men think 90% of women are attractive, but women only think 10% of men are attractive. I don't know how much that is the case. Feels true. Really does feel like it. And again, that's from my perspective of all things. Are we sure that's even worthy of being trusted? Most likely not. Especially when I'm still here all by my lonesome, as usual. It's just me, myself, and I. Oh. How much you want me to exhaust out of the fucking topic of me being single? If I really don't know myself, I think I don't put myself out there as much as I know that I should. A lot of times it's because I have either no confidence in myself, or just say fuck it, no, to whatever it is. It's like, I know I'm gonna fail, and just might as well do it anyways. I've not reached to the point of depression episode yet where I am just physically crying. No, not yet. I don't want it to be that part. At that point, it's like, do I consider the therapy? Because I've had counseling before. Like, do I go with them again? And then see how expensive it is, and it kind of was. Now I'm just getting so sad that I want to end the stream here. Just watch Top Gear, because oh, is that why the forward now? Top Gear, yes. Just comfort episodes, really. I've watched them enough times. I know what is gonna happen, but it's still inside me. Yeah, I had a feeling something like this would turn into the depression episode of many. I guess that's what happens when you're just alone with your own thoughts despite being live. Or I could just be tired because been awake since 7 AM. Because body clock will do that to you. You wake up early for so many days and then you try to have a lie-in. It's hot. You can't. Because then what are you meant to do? Because like, what would you rather be? Hot and uncomfortable or cold and comfortable? And this is in the case of like, whichever one you choose is only going to increase over time. Well, specifically temperature, but it's going to slowly increase. And the uncomfortability. Wait, no, hot and uncomfortable, cold, hot, uncomfortable, cold and uncomfortable. Both are just bad, because hot and uncomfortable often isn't a feeling that I can't have that, because I'd want to be able to move on to a place I can cool down, but then cold and uncomfortable, that's a what unbearable level, who knows? You'd be trying to get yourself warm, but then it's not happening, it's just getting colder. And then you're also trying to find comfort, that's not happening either. The both are just shit options, that's what it feels like. Do you want to be hot and comfy, but then because of that, you're just getting hotter? So the comfort is not really lasting as long as it should. Or cold, where it's getting colder and that's sort of fine, but you can't find comfort anyway. But I really am tempted to get, when it gets cold head, just go into my living room and just chill out. Because it is getting hotter in this room, even with the fan. I know I should open the door. That'd likely ruin the acoustics of the place. And that certain did not want to go with hypnosis. Oh yeah, I just realized other stuff would be like Supergirl's coming out. Or middle of next month, I wanna say. And you have Spider-Man coming out in July. I know Mandalorian Grove was a thing, but I have not watched Mandalorian Season 3 or Book of Boba Fett or any of the Disney Plus shows after Mandalorian Season 2. Kind of just like, you don't need to add any more to it. Season 2 was great. Great way to end things on. No, I have also not watched the Acolyte either. I went halfway through with Obi-Wan Kenobi. It stopped after episode 3, but it gets better than that. Well, better afterwards. But I don't have Disney Plus anymore. Don't even know if it's worth getting. Because it's like Amazon Prime's the only one I'm paying for. That's so that I can get free delivery. Mostly what I'm using it for. Like, I'm not paying for any other subscription service right now. Plan to keep it that way. Because subscription services are really the things that keep bleed you dry. Because they build up, but at least for now, Amazon's not going to be as expensive as what Netflix, YouTube, Premium are trying to be. Yeesh. Yeah, I never was wanting to pay for Premium in the first place because, I mean, Adblock is free. And annoyingly, it does not work on Twitch, but everything does. Oh, yeah, that'll be why, because someone who's playing this and also got viewers, and I know in both of them that they're using Pikachu. I am the one of the three that isn't using Pikachu in the special Pikachu edition. Because fuck Pikachu. I know we had this conversation on the previous stream, but Pikachu and Raichu are much better than standard Pikachu. So anytime they get to any form of promotions, like they're just promoting the mascot. All it is to me, like not even the mon itself, is just the mascot. And it's like, other mons exist, you know. Showcase them. I'd be like, okay, no, the wheel of cool forms was like, you want any more than that? You want to make it so that there aren't people just saying, oh, it's just Pikachu over and over. I do not care if he's yellow and the most iconic part of the franchise. Other Pokemon exist. Use them. But I'm guessing that's why I wouldn't be able to get a job at like Creatures Inc., Game Freak, or Nintendo. Because I'd be there being like, why didn't any of the fucking Sinnoh stars get anything in Brilliant Diamond, Shine, Pearl? Why didn't you make this change? Why didn't you make that change? Why have we not made like an addition to the series that was going on with XD and Colosseum? When a lot of us really do want to fucking play them. And I think they did bring Colosseum onto the Switch. Why wasn't a third one possible on the Wii? Battle Revolution is more of a stadium thing. Why wasn't that at any point updated to include the stuff past Diamond and Pearl? Updates, I'm pretty sure, were a possibility, or was it just slightly before it? Why did they made it so that Amphion and Glaceon were not usable in the main story of Black 2 White 2? So many decisions I would just be staring at them like, why didn't you change this? Why didn't you change that? Because now I'm at the point of any stuff like that, I can just use Piggy hacks and change reality. I don't know what happened in this situation. Well, that was the universe Pokemon randomizer, just so I could solve with a Bulbasaur. Everything else was actually kept the same. I'm switching out. Or maybe I can also ask him, why was Ordino the only one from Gen 5 to get a Mega Evolution, and it was one that no one fucking used or cared about? The only one. And also, why did it take so long for Dragonite to get a Mega Evolution? Why did you make it so weird? Weird, bad weird. Especially when, okay, the main problem, yes, I will absolutely say it has to be the wings on the head, because I can't remember which one of like the art or like the in-game model of where even despite where Dragonite is facing, the wings are like facing head on onto the canvas. It could like the Dragonite's facing off the side, but the wings are facing on like, to you. So it's just really disorientating. I still have more training to play as well before even going anywhere. But yeah, I still have a lot on here as well. It's gonna be an uphill battle, this is. This feels like it should be playing on a NES game more than anything. Don't know if that is just me. I know the sound font's gonna make sense because, well, the console was originally released when the NES was a thing. And not the N64 and then soon to be GameCube. Yeah, no, the Game Boy went through that many console generations. Like, or 2 whole new changes by the time it ended in 98 till 99. Like, is it the longest lasting handheld, to be honest? Considering the DS... Okay, yeah, you could say the Pocket was a thing. That was like a side feature. Not the main thing, but then you could say the color that was interesting. Different. It gets grouped in together all the time. Because it did have exclusive games. But it was also just play the entirety of the Game Boy library anyways. There is Solar Beam. Or do I just get rid of the flag and keep Leech Seed? Or do I go for Leech Seed or Power? Well, Leech Seed, because it's not really a boost move as such. That one is going to be replaced, but... Fuck it. What were we discussing moments ago? Oh yeah, the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. Yeah, because would it just be the equivalent of the DS? I know, because the line would be the Pocket, so the DS and DS. Okay, DSi kind of in that same boat of like Color, where you know, it is an upgrade. Still has some weird caveats because like the DSi can't play GBA games. The Game Boy Color had worse battery life, I want to say, because of how much more powerful it had to be. Also, it lasted hardly any time at all. So it really is just more of a side thing, kind of. Because, well, you had the advance in like 2001. 2001, around there. But then the color would have been like 99 to 2001, if anything. I'm not wanting to just go based off the Pokemon games, but it was enough within that 2-year time window, if anything, before the Game Boy Advance was released. And considering the GBA, well, the DS was a really odd thing initially being released of like, we're gonna release it, but if it doesn't do well, we're just gonna continue with the Game Boy stuff while still making it compatible with GBA games only. So that was a bizarre decision that ended up working well in their favor. Because Legend Boy did end up coming, and then you have the DSi like 20, I want to say 2009? It was definitely late 2000s, 2010s. But it was definitely more a side thing than just the camera. Because then the 3DS came out in like 2011. Okay, and then I got like the new 3DS and all. And then... well, it wasn't really replaced until the Switch. But that was just the 3DS and the Wii U in one. Meanwhile, the PSP and PS literally was just. Well, I think the PSP was definitely around in 2005. That it was made shortly before the PS3, but was made compatible with the PS3. And then I want to say, job replaced, well, yeah, replaced by the Vita, because then the Vita was compatible with the PS4. And then they didn't make one again, because even though the Vita is superior, they tried to make proprietary hardware with the SD cards. If they didn't do that, I feel like it absolutely would have been able to protect the on par with sellers as much as the 3DS did. But they wanted to make it pricey and proprietary for the SD cards, and it ruined the chances. That's all they did not have to do. They didn't do that. There likely would be another PlayStation handheld by this point. But I feel like by this point, no, because the phone is just that good. A smartphone? Proper term for it? It's just that good. You wouldn't need to make another handheld. Especially if emulators exist on them, but well, I don't know how much of them can do PSP games. Because then at that point it is just a basic emulator, and often it was. I mean, surely by this point it's powerful enough so that PS2 emulator is just able to run on it completely fine. So we really are just at a point of there is no point of making another handheld unless that can have a console mode. Like the Switch, or I guess you could say the Steam Deck. Oh yeah, there are these trainers up here as well. Yeah, let me just fly over to Celeron and then go back out this way. Yeah, I know, so got more trainers to fight, but this is what happens when you want an executor. I don't think I'm really going to use the executor. At least not really. I want to say until the final few fights. It's definitely just going to end up being there by being really cool. But what else am I supposed to do if it's level 43? And in most cases you think just evolve it, but just one move. One move is all it needs. Or should I stop trying to go for the levels now? Because that's 6,660. What I should really focus on is Saffron City and Sabrina. Okay, so it could be argued it's not going to be as bad because Sabrina does have just Abra, Atticus, and Kadabra, but they are all level 50, which is why Parasite needs the levels as much as possible in this gym. Yeah, 16 bloody hours. We're looking up a Gen 3. Look, okay, no, it's not even any better because it's Leech Life. Or it's fucking Fury Cutter, the egg move, well, the Fury move only in Emerald. Only. Can't even attempt to go through breeding or any extra moves. So even doing this in Fire and Leaf Green would not be much better. Oh yeah, it also doesn't get Giga Drain to level 51 because someone decided to be evil. Because X-Season was not a thing until Gen 4, and that's at level 55. Or even the TM is just better. Or even Bookbind. The moves do get there. But it feels like it's too late. It's too late. On a mon that is just weak anyways. Yeah, look! My best moves and it couldn't even kill a Slowpoke. That's 7 levels lower than it. This is what I have to deal with, people. I know, boost moves exist. I also do need Dig. Flash is the best move. And also Sports, the only one together I kind of would want to have that. When things get really loud. It just means you are often just better off using it as standard grass type. Like, there's a reason that's why they made Livani fast and flimsy. Because slow and bulky with a one that has a lot of weaknesses is not a good mod. Try that again without having my attack being lowered every 5 seconds. Yeah, if it's doing that now, level 31, I don't stand the fucking chance. Well, that's me. I never did in the first place, but wow. You won't miss my is faster than me as well. Yeah, I feel like a 10 PM. I'm just gonna end in Vilmax. My cool area. Cause I know it's live for 3 hours now, but I'm still the only one here. How sad this is. It's a Sunday. Everyone in bed early because of the work tomorrow. I have work tomorrow. I'm inside till 2. Come on, where are the people? 99 attack. Ugh. You need this much water if you want to keep talking as much as I do. Because surprisingly, when you are on streaming by yourself, you talk a lot. Did you just treat him like a recording? I mean, this is what this is gonna be, but I mean, like, you're actually recording a Let's Play or something. Which you are. Yeah, okay, the barrier is not helping me. I kinda did wish that with the solar beam did you make you invincible for one turn. Sort of like in a way that you charge it up and you're blocking away attacks on that one turn before you release the beam. Oh, come on. Oh, good. Yeah, that was only one turn. I wondered how much then, so I guess it can work out. But if my attack has been severely lower than what the nut. I've done a loot. Is it this guy? Yep, only 3 bucks. They had to change that. Realizing, oh shit, it's not ghosts. Kind of making Gengar go worthless in Gen 1. I mean, its ghost moves are shit anyways. But even then, the fact that it's supposed to be a defense against psychic types and isn't. It's not poison, so it's super effective. And any of its stab moves are not going to be able to hit a psychic at all. So it is really just one of those if you want a mon to learn a lot of special moves. Which it could be amongst the best for that situation, really. Sabrina's younger than I, vibes. When was the last time anyone respected me? Big it is, even though you're just gonna do that, because all of the ghosts within the tower did this to me. And no longer I hit myself with confusion for the first time. Why am I not surprised? There we go. Kind of funny seeing Haunter look like this, where it's more black with purple to out. It's an accent color when it's just purple after this game. Oh. Oh no. Oh my fucking god, another Ghastly! This is the wrong gym! And no one's slower. And a level up is not gonna change that. I didn't mean for it to happen right then and there, that was just really coincidental. Okay, so it's Confuse Ray or Hypnosis, or both. Oh my god. Yeah, but the confusion did not disappear or like wear off whilst I was still asleep. But of course it didn't. So the one upside I have, you know, Nick can't do anything to me at all. Which I know it's weird to use the cycle card for that function, but that's just how things go. And yeah, I think I will end. Well, hopefully beat Sabrina and end the stream there, and then eventually return in about an hour when I'm not swearing my balls off. Oh. Who knew it could be this hot late at night? I'll wait me, because I've had this happen and like, sometimes when I'm in Spain. It's this hot at night. Now I'm thinking of when Jamie Clark said, how could it be this hot at midnight? When he was like in the Amazon rainforest or something. And it was in the Bolivia special. It was essentially like the temperature did not change or did not decrease, and yet it went to pitch black. That's just becoming more common in Britain now, really. It may be nighttime, but the temperature is not wanting to drop. Or if it is, it's so incrementally, so small, that you barely even notice it. Anyway, that's seems a bit odd. Surely that's own Ditto can do that. I'd rather not have a Pokemon look like me. Just a small preference, you know. The power is there. But I'm so slow, I never get a chance to use it. Which one is it? I do not remember which one it is. Did they change it? Ah. Wow, your spray is not any different. I'm severely disappointed. Right, the climatic battle of the grass hippies versus the psychic megaminds. Yeah, that's definitely. It kind of does work because, you know, big brain and everything, they're thinking that they're cleverer than everyone else. Fuck off! It's so much is faster. Choose that, and then I will see what happens if I use my egg against Alakazam. Oh no, not sideways! Yeah, that's a dice roll sort of thing. With like, I know there's calculations within it, but it's just really funny. They could do a lot of damage, but one time it does that. Yeah, it's bad poison and lead speed. It just fucks up and it just goes on to like 3/16 and bam. Yeah, I could go for the same tactic, but I want my psychic eggs against this magician mustache man. Go for lead seed, and then sunspore, and then solar beam. Ow, my eyes! I guess I was realizing it cannot really go for psychic. Well, it can, but it's not gonna go well. Oh, finally paralyzed. I'm surprised! Ah, yeah, that didn't as much as I wanted. That's another X effect. I mean, it's gonna matter much. Okay, that's the part where this is gonna get really, really annoying. Because it can just do that all day. And I cannot stop it. I think it's to a point where it can stop going higher, but then it can just spam it out. And now I have to get tricked, because then it bypasses everything. Which at this rate is not happening. Unless you're a parasite, that is. See, easy. Just make it so that he has psychic. I'm guessing because I didn't use the point arm against it and just didn't decide to use it. Well, yeah, you just we've seen, and then make it less likely to be able to do stuff. And it's an easy win. And also, yes, we just got Psywave because, well, Psychic was already a TM and Psybeam wasn't possible. So that sticks down. So what I'm now going to do is swap out my HM users. It's only level 15, but it's fine. So, learn Silph. And I do need to return the Gonti. This would just be so much better if I could replace them with items. I'd still have the whole team. Oh yeah, you gave me the good one. I don't know why you get the good one. It should be swapped. I want to say that item is a rare candy as well. Oh yeah, I already got it. Gonna to do the thing of using strength in the menu, even though I really shouldn't have to. I'm just that good. That doesn't mean I've now lost access to fly. Unless I put that in my in a slot, but who do I want to? I feel like annoyingly Magical is my best option for that, even though the levels say otherwise, but I think what's gonna end up happening towards the end of the game that is just an inevitability. No, I think what I plan to do. Magical up in front. I was gonna get all the way to the edge and then the stream there. Just this is a fucking hitbox. All it is. What's it saying? It's 13! Not feeling like 13 right now. Yeah, 19 is what it's closer to. I guess in low is 19. Not low is 13. But once I'm actually faster than the Goldeen. I know that shouldn't sound like an achievement, but annoyingly it is. Also, I want to say going this way is only good for levels, which I actually do need because it's the fire gym coming up. And he has different mons that aren't just Onito, Rapid Dash, Growlithe, Arcanine. Got what, Ninetales, Magmar, an Arcanine instead. So I'm gonna save here, end the stream, and just go into the other room. Cool. Alright then. Ciao for now.